What's up, everybody? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and we've got another round of NBA Total Chaos headed your way. We're talking games that are going down this Wednesday, March the 30th. It is my mom's birthday, so hopefully it's a lucky day for everybody, for all parties concerned. Before we get rolling, though, I want to remind everybody about the new Caesar Sportsbook promo. It's for all new accounts. When you bet $20 on a college basketball game, they're going to drop an extra $200 in free play money into your account. You can find the link to that in the description of the video, or just download the app. Use the promo code MorningCZR. That's what's up. Before we get going, also, let's like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. Today's kind of a different day. I've got the Winners and Whiners crew, but we've got some video issues going on, so no big whoop. We've got David Hess with us today. He's new to the ring. How's it going, David?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Doing great. I'm excited to see you go up against the Steamroller. Scott Steehn, how are you, friend?
I'm doing well. Unfortunately, there are no video problems on my end, so you get me in all my glory tonight. So it's always nice to be here, unlike those other two mooks that just couldn't be troubled. So,
right. I mean, we have a standing date. Clearly, they're afraid of your action.
I got to tell you, I know Rachel's going to the Nets game tonight, Tuesday night, and Chris actually just lost a kitty, and his family is devastated. He's dealing with that. So, I don't give beef to either one of those guys. I'm lucky to have Dave, because he's better than those other two guys put together anyway. So we're good.
Take that. I had Rachel on last night against Cameron Ross. Their games are going on currently tonight. So we'll see who the winner of that matchup is. And David Hess, welcome to the Total Chaos Ring. So for anyone who's never seen the show before, we're going to go over 5 NBA games that are happening Wednesday, March the 30th. And these two experts are going to tell me if they're going over or under. Scott Steehn, we're going to start off with the Kings at the Rockets. The number's 236. Is it going over or under that total?
It's going under that total. I'm looking at De'Aaron Fox being out with that hand injury probably till the 1st of April. Christian Wood has been ruled out for Houston. Now, it is a little dangerous to take an under with these two teams because they're the 29th and 30th team when it comes to giving up points, but both of them have struggled to score lately. I like the Kings Rockets under 236 right here. The under's cashed in 7 of the last 8 for the Houston Rockets. I think that trend continues.
All right. David Hess, what do you think about it?
I'm going to go the other way. I like the fact that both the defenses are really poor. Like Scott said, the 29th and 30th in points allowed. I also like the fact that I'm sorry, the Kings, 5 of their last 6 games have gone over the total. And, it's just a game where you're going to see a lot of points. Both teams are going to get up and down the court. And I'm actually really liking the over in this one. And that's kind of odd because I'm an under player. So
you're an undertaker. All right. Well, out of the gate, we already disagree. Shots fired. Let's go. I also like the Rockets in that game. I love a little home dog action there. Give me that 2.5. Hawks are at the Thunder. It's 228.5. David, you're going first on this one. What do you say?
I'm liking the over in this one. I know the only meeting between these teams put up 214 points, but that was back in November 2nd. 8 of the last 9 between these teams have gone over the total. And, the Thunder have a bad defense, and they're, even though it says they're 16th, their defense just isn't that good at all. I don't, the Hawks can score. Atlanta's last 5 games have put over 232 points per game on the board. And Oklahoma's last 5 have put, 228 points per game on the board. So I'm looking at plenty of points being scored in this one.
All right. Well, the line is 12, which is crazy. The Hawks minus 12 at OKC. But that aside, let's talk totals. Scott Steehn, over or under?
I'm agreeing with David here. I've got the over 228.5 as well. Again, this is another scary game because you've got OKC, who is dead last in the NBA in points scored, and they have their best players, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He is oot, But this defense is just bleeding points lately. They've given up 222.7 over their last 13. In their last 17, the over is 12-4-1. I'm wading into fading a couple of trends here and positions, but I think there's going to be points scored. Hawks are relatively healthy, other than John Collins, of course, still being out. Give me the over 228 in the hook.
All right, beautiful. My buddy had Trae Young to score over 2.5 3-point shots in last night's game. Trae Young scored 2 in the first 7 minutes, no more for the rest of the whole wide game.
Call the cops. I can't believe we missed that one. Very good.
Right. So we got Grizzlies at the Spurs. 231 is the number on this. What do you got for me, Scott?
I've got the over here. I'm like David. I'm generally an under player too. I think that's where the value is on most major sporting events. But I am not going to get in the way of this Memphis defense. They are first in the NBA in points scored. Defense is pretty good, but without Ja Morant, they have given up 118 or better in 9 of their last 12. Now, the offense, it hasn't skipped a beat. Without him, they run a little faster, and they don't have to run everything through him. A lot of times you see that when the big star is out, you see the offense suddenly becomes a little different, and it usually becomes a little faster, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen here. This Spurs team, again, another team that's bleeding points. They've given up 120 or more in 7 of their last 10. 2 out of 3, man. 2 out of 3 so far. Give me the over 231.
All right, you can have it. David, do you want that over, or are you going the other way?
No, I'm gonna take the over again. This is painful.
3 overs in a row for Mr. Under. There you go.
Winners are winners, yeah.
Memphis, it shows, they've allowed just 103.6 points per game in their last 5 games, but, they're also taking on the 8th rated offense in the league in San Antonio. And the Memphis offense has just been outstanding of late, 127.4 points per game in their last 5 games. It's going to be an up and down game. Both teams are going to score. They're going to score plenty. I think the Memphis defense is going to get shredded. And of course, the San Antonio defense is going to get shredded like they have been over, the last few games, as Scott has indicated. So yes, give me the over in this one as well.
All right. I just did a free pick video on this game with Lee from ASA, and he likes the Spurs plus 6.5. Little home doggy dog action for you. I got the Suns at the Warriors and a weird comment in there for it. David Hess, what do you got on this one?
This one I like the under. I'm gonna go.
Attaboy.
Well, be still my heart. Yeah.
Gonna go to my comfort zone because the Warriors are still missing Seth Curry. And their offense is not near, and even with him for most of the year, their offense is only 13th in scoring. So it's not like they've been blistering even with him, but their offense is even poorer with that, is a lot poorer without him. And you also have 2 of the top 8 defenses in the league in this one. I know Phoenix can score. They've averaged 115.3 points per game, but they have, let's see. They have, I'm sorry.
Close some of those windows, buddy. Come on now.
I hear you clicking in there.
I was expecting them to have some struggles on the road on offense, but it's just the Golden State defense has been outstanding at home. They've only allowed 102.7 points per game. So, give me the under in this one. I think it's going to be tight. It's going to be close for most of the game. You get a lot of walking the ball up the court late in the fourth quarter. I know Scott had a problem with that the other day where, only 40 points were scored in the fourth quarter, and he could have had a very nice day.
Brutal.
In one of his games. So I expect the fourth quarter to be low scoring, and I expect the whole game to, fall somewhere around 210.
All right, Scott, what do you expect?
Yeah, I'm on the under here as well. This is a surprisingly efficient Warriors defense. Dave touched on it briefly. They are 5th in the NBA, giving up 105.7 points per game. And the sad part is, they haven't been scoring without Curry. They've averaged just 106 points per game without Curry in the lineup. We all know Phoenix can score. I think that the blowout factor definitely comes into play here as they slow it down in the fourth quarter, just like Dave said. And the Phoenix defense, very, very good as well. I've got this one under 225.5.
Okay, beautiful. Last one for the round. Pelicans at the Trailblazers, 228. Mr. Steehn, what say thee?
You know what? I got to admit, this is probably the toughest one on the card for me to get a handle on. It is absolutely very, very painful to try and take an under with this Portland team. But the offense, other than their game against OKC last night or Monday night, rather, they really haven't been efficient at all. It pains me. It pains me. And I have no confidence in this New Orleans offense to get it done. 228. Give me the under.
Under we go. All right, Mr. Hess, where are we at?
Yes, I'm gonna take the under as well. Portland scored 131 points in their last game, but that game also went to overtime. And prior to that, 3 of their last 5 games they had scored less than 100 points. The New Orleans defense has played really well of late, allowing under 110 points in 4 straight games, and 5 of their last 6. And it's just I as bad as the Portland defense has been, I just don't see them giving up a ton to a New Orleans offense that's only averaging 108.8 points per game.
That offense has been pretty bad too for Portland.
Yeah. The Portland offense has been bad of late too. So and the Pelicans also averaged just 106.3 points per game on the road. So this is a big number. It's already come down a little bit, I think, from the opening. So I think there's still some value on the under in this game.
All right. Beautiful. So that's a wrap. That's how we do this. We're going to do a recap of everything we just talked about in case you're just joining us. I want to remind everybody, first of all, subscribe to the Max Wagers Network. All right. Subscribe to Winning Free Picks. Subscribe to Earl Sports Bets, Picks and Parlays. We've got lots of free content all wrapped up in the Max Wagers Network community, Max Wagers Network, basically, right? And then definitely subscribe to Winners and Whiners. That's where you can find Scott Steehn, Scott Reichel, Chris King, David Hess. They're all that crew that just joined up with Picks and Parlays. We're one big happy family. What do you think, Scott Steehn? Have we been a big happy family thus far?
We've been a big happy family so far. I'm absolutely impressed with the work that you guys do over there. You guys do put out a lot of great content. We always have fun whenever you're on our show. You still going to be on our show this Friday?
Yeah, I'll be there Friday.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Can I plug Scott and I show?
Yeah, of course. That's what you're here for. Yeah.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
We do our show every day back to the window at 3 p.m. Eastern time with me and my partner, Scott Reichel. It's always a lot of fun. We have some laughs, give out our best picks, and take comments from the audience. We do it in real time, so that's cool. And big day on Thursday, we'll be doing our WWE WrestleMania preview with the one and only David Hess right here. He is a wrestling fan, and you could do much worse than back his plays for big wrestle events.
I didn't know. Like, you can bet on that? I didn't know you could bet on that.
The limits are usually pretty small, comparatively speaking, because let's be honest, there's a lot of people that know the outcome. But right. Yes, you can absolutely bet and have some extra fun there. You could probably pay for your pay-per-view.
That is so fun. Okay. Well, remind me about that, and I'll promote you guys on Morning Wood on Thursday. Shoot me a little text and remind me. But I love Back to the Window with Scott and Scott. I've been on the show a couple of times. You guys are a riot. You're really funny, and you can always check them out on Total Chaos too. David Hess, what are you up to? So you're a writer. What do you do over at Winners and Whiners besides being a wrestling beast, apparently?
Yes, I do some writing. I'm more into editing. They're teaching me some other things that I'll be doing as far as promoting and marketing and stuff like that. Plus, I'm a handicapper. I've hit my 9 of my last 10 top totals plays. So
get over there and buy this guy's premium picks. He's been killing it for about the last year. So get on there at winnersandwhiners.com. Check out experts picks. And if you're not going to buy mine, please buy David's.
Buy David's. Just like that. Just like that. Beautiful. All right. So let's head into the recap. It's great to meet you, David. Thanks for coming on the show.
No problem.
We're going to do a little recap here. Kings of the Rockets 236. I think this was the only one you disagreed on. And
Right.
people at home, when they agree on a pick, those tend to be the money makers, the consensus plays. Kings 236. Scott's going to go over or under. David's going to take it over. But then we do agree on the rest. Hawks Thunder 228.5. We're going over. Grizzlies Spurs 231. We're taking that puppy over as well. Suns Warriors 225 and a hook. We're both going under on this one. Pelicans Trailblazers, it was mentioned this was one of the tougher games on the card. 228, they're both going under. Remember, you don't have to bet them all. Bet the ones that make sense to you.
Oh, now you tell us.
Right. So I shouldn't make a 5-team parlay with these.
That's what I'm
saying. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. It was a pleasure to meet you, David. And I'll see you on Friday at Back to the Window with Scott and Scott at 3 p.m. Eastern. Mr. Steehn, may the best capper win. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Looking forward to it.